Welcome to another tutorial video from Untitled Maths. Make sure and subscribe for more. This video we're just looking at different ways of measuring angles. So we have seen before that a full revolution of a circle is 360 degrees. That's something we would have learned perhaps in primary school, or as one of our axioms it's assumed to be true, 360 degrees in the full revolution. We're looking at a second way, an alternative way of measuring angles by measuring them as radians. Now we use radians for more advanced trigonometry and calculus instead of degrees. So towards leaving cert honours level we need to be familiar with radians and degrees. It's just two ways of doing the same thing. Like look at the little picture there between kilometres and miles. We measure distance in miles and we can also measure it in kilometres. So we would have seen before that there are 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. So you've probably seen that in a textbook or whatnot. Basically what it means is that a radian is the angle which is created at the center of the circle, and it's created by two radius lines. So it's the angle at the center of this circle created by two radius. So I'm basically creating a sector. And the interesting fact about this particular sector is that the length of that arc happens to be also equal in length to the radius. Okay? And when I have a sector which the arc is equal in length to the radius, that angle that I've created is now known as 1 radian. That's basically what a radian is. It's the angle at the center of a circle created by two radius lengths and the arc equal in length to the radius. So if we come over here, I'm sure you've come across questions where you have to basically calculate the value of maybe 45 degrees or the value of 3/4 pi. So we need to be able to convert between the two. So let's just look at some simple ones. So if I wanted to find out the value of not 2 pi radians, but just 1 radian, what we would do is we basically divide both sides by 2 pi. So I'm trying to find the value of 1 radian. And if I divide the right hand side by 2 pi, algebra tells me I must divide the left hand side by 2 pi. So 2 pi divided by 2 pi is giving me 1 radian, which is equal to 360 over 2 pi. That's basically the value of 1 radian. You could go to your calculator and type that into your calculator and you will see that the value of 1 radian is equivalent to approximately 57.3 degrees. Now, we can go a little bit further from there. So keep in mind this, okay? We have found our foundations and from there we can find out the value of any amount of radians. So we're just maybe going to practice one or two of those. So let's have a look at one more. So suppose the question asked us to convert 4 pi over 9 radians into degrees. So one way of doing it is you could come back to the very start here and look at here where it says 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi. Now what some people would do there is, well, if 2 pi is equal to 360 degrees, then pi radians must equal to 180 degrees. That's basically just dividing both sides by 2. So what you could do here is you could substitute the value of pi for 180 degrees. We're just going to sub in 180 degrees for pi, divide it by 9. 4 180s are giving you 720, and 720 divided by 9 is giving me 80. So that's telling me, so therefore 4 pi over 9 radians is equal to 80 degrees. Basically just doing some simple substitution, 180 degrees being subbed in for my pi. So what if the question asked us to convert, say 36 degrees into radians? So let's have a look at what we would do for that one. So suppose a question came up asking you to change or convert 36 degrees into radians. So you know already that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi. Easiest thing to do is to find out what just the value of 1 degree is. So divide 360 into both sides. So divide across by 360. 360 divided by 360 gives me the value of just 1 radian. So 1 degree is equal to 2 pi over 360. I need to find the value of 36 degrees. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 36. So 1 degree multiplied by 36 is 36 degrees. And then I'm also going to multiply 2 pi over 360 multiplied by 36. And when you multiply 2 pi multiplied by 36, you are getting 72 pi all over 360. You can simplify your fraction, your 72 over 360, and that will simplify down to 1/5. So 36 degrees is the same as 1 pi over 5, or if we separate out our fraction, you can call it 1 over 5 times pi. So that's converting between radians and degrees and radians. Thank you for watching another tutorial video from Untitled Maths. Make sure and subscribe.